Right, so I'm back and we've done Bundesliga, reacting to my Bundesliga predictions, reacting to my Premier League predictions, and reacting to my La Liga predictions. Last but not least is reacting to my Ligue 1 predictions, of course, hence why I'm wearing my PSG kit. And of course, there is still the fifth top league, of course, which is the Serie A. But unfortunately, I didn't make a video before the end of the season, before the start of the season. Even though I did make predictions, I just wasn't able to get the video out. But it is what it is. It's okay. But basically, if you don't know how this reaction works, we're gonna start at the bottom of the Ligue 1 table. We're gonna work our way up, and then based on the difference of places from my prediction to the actual prediction, or the actual place that the team finished in, that difference will be added to my total score. And then the lower the total score, the better. And yeah, we'll see which league I know the most, I guess. So far it's La Liga, and the Prem is the one that I know the least, but we'll see. Maybe it could be this one. I don't know. Hopefully I don't get too high of a score. I want to aim for mid 60s, but we'll see how we do. So let's just get straight into the 20th team. Starting at the bottom with 20th, we have Bordeaux. Now, Bordeaux is an excellent team, and I thought they were gonna be pretty decent. I thought they were gonna finish mid-table. I thought they would do well, but they didn't. I predicted them to finish in 12th, and they finished dead last. So yeah, not the greatest of predictions there, just proving that I don't really know much about French football, and despite having one of my favorite players in that league, but it's okay. Anyways, big old 8 points for that one. Moving one position up in the Ligue 1 table, we have Metz in 19th place. Now, I thought they would be a pretty decent side. They finished pretty decently in the last season, but this season they didn't. They finished in a relegation position, despite me predicting them in 11th. Yes, we moved one up in the relegation position, but in my predictions, we also moved one up. And yeah, predicted 11th, finished 19th, another big score there. Don't know much about Metz, I'm gonna be honest, but it is what it is. I thought they would do better, they didn't, and here we are. In 18, finishing in the relegation playoffs position was Saint Etienne. Now, they're a pretty decent side. I believe they're one of the best French teams of all time. I believe they've won quite a few Ligue 1 titles. They work pretty well. I thought they'd work pretty well. Hence why I actually put them in 9th. Yes, yet another prediction where it's a big difference. I know. I did the same thing with Granada in the other predictions video, but wow. They finished in 18th, I put them in 9th, so yeah, they're gonna be fighting for relegation. I'm not sure if they made it through or not, but I mean, if they survived or not, but it is what it is. Either way, Saint Etienne just definitely underperformed. I thought they would do so much better. Clearly, I put them in top half, but that didn't happen, so not a great start. Not a great start at all. Just clinching survival in 17th place was, of course, Clermont Foot. Now, they were a newly promoted side, and therefore I actually had them at the foot of the league. I had them bottom. I put them in 20th. I thought they would actually get relegated because, I mean, they were a new club, newly promoted, and not much talent that I saw from them. But they were able to survive. They were 4 points clear of 18th place. So, congratulations, Clermont Foot. Another year in the top division. So, yeah, congratulations. In 16th was another newly promoted side, Lorient. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it, but I put them in 17th. I thought they would do pretty well. I thought they would actually be able to survive, and they did. They proved me right, but I did put them a little lower than they actually finished. So it's not too bad, but I mean, I'll take it. One off, it's not that bad, but congratulations to Lorient on actually surviving. I mean, newly promoted side, not too many players known, but they were able to survive and stay in the top flight. So congratulations to Lorient, just like Clermont Foot. In 15th was yet again another newly promoted side. The last of the newly promoted sides in this league was, of course, Troy. I believe it's pronounced Troy, but I actually put them in 19th. Finished in 15th, I put them in 19th because, again, it's a similar situation with Clermont Foot. I thought they wouldn't be able to survive. They were a newly promoted side, not too much known about them, but they were able to survive, and quite comfortably too. I mean, 15th, not bad at all. That means all three of the newly promoted sides were able to survive relegation. I thought only one of them would have survived, but clearly I was completely wrong. So good job on all three of the newly promoted sides. Maybe they can push on for mid-table for next season. All three of them, but I mean, you never know. They didn't seem too great towards the end of the season, but I mean, you never know. They have some pretty decent talent here and there. In 14th was Angers, or Angers. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce this team, but I mean, they finished pretty decently. They finished in 14th. That's a pretty good finish. I didn't know much about them, but I know that they've been pretty low end of the table for the past few seasons, but not ever really challenging relegation or fighting for relegation. So, I mean, they did well, and I actually predicted them to finish in 15th, so just one off, but it's okay, not too bad. Yeah, Angers, good job. Don't really know what else to say about you guys, but I mean, fantastic job. In 13th was Montpellier. Now this team, I thought that they would have been even better than last season, and I thought they could have done a pretty decent job, but they didn't. Not at all. They finished in 13th. I predicted them in 7th. I thought they would push on for Europa League. I thought they would do pretty decent in this competition, but they didn't. They very clearly did not. I thought so many things about this team. I thought they would actually be a pretty decent side, fighting up against some other teams like Lille and Marseille to finish in a pretty decent spot. I thought top 10, top 8, but clearly not happening. Again, demonstrating that I don't have much knowledge about French football. In 12th, we have Reims. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce this team. Again, yet another team that I don't really know how to pronounce, but they finished in 12th, and I put them in 13th. Not too bad, but again, I mean, another mid-table side. I thought they would actually finish a little lower, clearly, but I mean, 12th, 13th, not that much of a difference. Mid-table, a little lower than mid-table, but I mean, that's not that bad. They did a pretty decent job, pretty mid-table team. I mean, I have no problems with it. So congratulations to Rem, however you pronounce the team. Congratulations to that team. In 11th, we have yet another surprise package, in my opinion. We have Brest. I believe that's how it's pronounced. But congratulations to them. They finished in 11th, much higher than what I predicted. I predicted them to finish in 16th. Close relegation, fighting relegation, but they ended up in 11th, comfortably surviving. So yeah, congratulations to them. They're quite a big surprise package. I mean, not really too much known about them because, of course, this is the French league. No one really knows any of these teams or players apart from like a few here and there and the top teams. So I feel like I'm not fully representing this league properly, and much less demonstrating my knowledge about it. Pretty sure I have a pretty high score already, and we're still not done. In 10th, we have one of my worst predictions out of all of these league predictions, honestly. In 10th came Lille. They won the French league last season, or the season prior, I can't remember. I believe it was last season. They won it. But I completely forgot or just missed the fact that they lost their manager and lost quite a few key players. And yeah, they did keep a few players like Renato Sanchez and they lost Mike Magnan, didn't they? Ugh, I completely forgot about that. They lost one of their key players, which was their goalkeeper. And so I actually put them in second. I thought they would push for the title. I thought they would be able to fight PSG for at least a little bit of the season to win the title, but clearly that did not happen, and they finished in 10th. So yeah, definitely definitely overestimated this team, especially with the fact that they lost their manager. I should have put that into account when I was thinking of these predictions, but it's okay. Maybe next season I'll do much better, but that's a big blow. That's a really big blow. Speaking of big blows, we have Nantes in 9th place. I thought that they would get relegated, or at least play for relegation playoffs. I put them in 18th, and yeah, 9th. Yet another big blow to my point total, but wow, they massively overperformed my expectations. They did so well. I mean, they have a brilliant young keeper in Alban Lafont. I should have thought of that. I believe that's their goalkeeper. But yeah, I definitely underestimated them by a long shot. That's yet another terrible misjudgment from me. But I mean, I will definitely know that for next season, and hopefully I'll be able to get a better prediction for them, and just overall for the past few teams that I've talked about in this video. In 8th place, we have Olympique Lyon. Now, I thought that this team would actually be able to cope with the loss of Memphis Depay, but they really didn't. They finished in 8th. I thought they would do okay, push for Europa League competition, but they clearly didn't. I predicted them in 5th place, but they finished in 8th. I mean, they're a top side. I thought they would be a very big side, and they are a big side. But with the loss of Memphis Depay, they clearly have not. Oh, I forgot they also lost Bruno Guimaraes at the middle of the season. Ooh, and they might lose quite a few other players with the likes of Kakure or possibly even Hosam Arwar leaving. Maybe even Jason Denier, but it is what it is. I mean, congratulations on finishing 8th, but you got to be pushing for European competition next season. You're Olympique Lyon. They're a big team, or a pretty sizable team. In 7th, we have Lens, or Lon. I don't know how to pronounce this team. Common theme in this video, clearly. But yeah, they finished in 7th. Definitely underestimated them. I put them in 10th. I thought they were just, again, mid-table team, but clearly just proved that they could be better than one of the best teams to ever grace the French Football League. So yeah, congratulations, Len, however you pronounce it. Congratulations to them. In 6th place, almost qualifying for a European competition, but not quite, was Strasbourg. I put them in 14th. Yes, closer to the relegation zone than actually qualifying for Europe, but it's okay. They made it top 6. Fantastic job from them. Definitely one of the best teams in France, and it would be interesting to watch them in a European competition, but unfortunately they didn't make it. But maybe next season, considering that they don't have European competition, maybe they could push on for Champions League qualification possibly. Again, this is French football, so it works kind of different for the European competition qualifications, but maybe they can make Conference League next season, or maybe Europa League. But it is what it is. Strasbourg, definitely a really good squad, so it'll be interesting for next season. Speaking of European competition, the first one, that is European Conference League, I believe. So yes, in 5th place, this team was actually able to clinch that qualification, and that team was Nice. Now this team, they didn't have I believe they brought in Lille's manager. Sorry, I got a little confused with my words there, but Nice, they were able to finish in 5th. They qualified for Conference League, so it will be interesting to see where they finish next season in Ligue 1 and in the Conference League. But I mean, they had a pretty good season, and yeah, I did not predict that. I predicted them to finish in 8th, quite far away from European competition, but it's okay. It's okay. I still have not gotten a single position right, or barely even close. I've only gotten a few close calls, but still, Nice, good job, and I will definitely not underestimate you as much as I have been. In 4th place, qualifying for Europa League group stage, was of course Stade Rennais. They finished in 4th place, just as I predicted. I predicted them to finish in 4th, so finally, no points added to my total score. Hopefully, I can make it somewhat back, make it under 70. No, actually, hopefully under 80. I'm pretty sure we're already past 70 at this point. But it's okay. Stade Rennais definitely did a great job. I thought they weren't going to do too much of a great job. I was honestly regretting my prediction in 4th, but they proved right, and they finished in 4th, and they will definitely be a team to look out for in the Europa League. I'm going to be rooting for them. I think they're a pretty great squad, and if they keep the likes of Jeremy Doku, I think they could definitely pull off something spectacular in the Europa League. In 3rd place was, of course, Monaco. They were actually able to, well, in this position, they're able to go into the qualifiers for the Champions League. So it will be interesting if they make Champions League. I will definitely be looking at Monaco for Champions League. I want to see 3 French teams in the Champions League to see if they can actually represent France and the French League, to see if they can do something in the Champions League in Europe. But anyways, they have a fantastic squad, at least in my opinion. They have the likes of Alexander Nubel. I believe he's on loan, so he might go back to Bayern Munich. But Wissam Ben Yedder, Alexander Golovin, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on a few other players, but Kevin Volland, Gelson Martins, and a pretty up-and-coming youngster, Sofiane Diop. I believe I pronounced that correctly, but anyways, Monaco have a great squad, and hopefully they can push PSG for a title next season. Maybe not, because PSG are definitely stacked, but I mean, Monaco finishing in 3rd, just as I predicted. So yet another 0 added to my score. So yeah, congratulations Monaco on finishing 3rd. But yeah, great job that I actually put another perfect one. So that's 2. Maybe I can get the whole top 4. You never know. The runners-up were, of course, Marseille. They qualified for Champions League, automatic qualification, and of course they were second place in this Ligue 1 campaign. But yeah, I said that I could get top 4, all top 4 correct, but clearly not, because I put Marseille in 6th. I put Marseille in 6th. Yes, I know, because I actually put Lille in 2nd. So of course I was never gonna get the top 4, but I mean, not too far off, I guess. Marseille only 4 positions off. It's still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad, but I mean, Marseille, congratulations. I mean, they have a Barcelona youngster, or a former Barcelona youngster in Conrad de la Fuente. They still have a great talent like Harit or Harit. I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but they also have Sengi's under, I believe. So yeah, they're not a bad squad at all. They're a fantastic squad, and maybe they could push PSG for the title next season. Not entirely sure about that one, but you never know. PSG could fall off a little bit, or Marseille could just be excellent, just as PSG has been. So yeah, and definitely interesting to see where they finish in the Champions League next season. So of course, the Ligue 1 champions were, of course, PSG, the team where Lionel Messi, one of the best players of all time, currently plays in. So yeah, it was no doubt that they were going to finish in first. Is there really any doubt? No, not really. I mean, Mbappe signed a new contract for them. Messi is definitely going to stay for one more season. Neymar, it's debatable, but Di Maria's unfortunately leaving, but it's okay. They still have a fantastic squad with the likes of Sergio Ramos, Gigi Donnarumma, Leo Messi, as I stated before, and of course Kylian Mbappe, one of the best players in the world right now. So definitely interesting to see where they finish in the Champions League. They'll most likely win next year's Ligue 1 title, and they were quite disappointing in the Champions League this season. But hopefully next season, Messi finding a bit more form, Mbappe trying to prove that he can win the Champions League with PSG. You never know. Maybe they can push on for the Champions League and maybe just win everything next season. But that's me getting ahead of myself and of this team. But of course, I predicted them to finish in first. They finished in first, so no extra points, but I still think that leaves me with a pretty big total. So hopefully it's not too bad, but we'll see. So those were all my reactions to my predictions of each and every one of these teams in the French league. Of course, okay, if I counted correctly, I did not do too well, and I got 84 points. If we check the table of all of my predictions, yeah, we did not do so great. We have La Liga at the top, and then we have Bundesliga, we have the Prem, and then at the very bottom we have Ligue 1. Very, very unfortunate. 84 points. That's 14 more than the Prem, and I thought the Prem was a lot. But anyways, I don't know how many points I got for the Serie A, but I'll put it in this little table, the makeshift table that I made. But hopefully I did better than hopefully I'll get in between Bundesliga and Prem for that one. I did actually predict Milan to win the Scudetto, or the Italian title, so congrats to me. Yes, that means I only got one league title winner wrong, and that was Barcelona for La Liga. But okay, so anyways, these reactions are just to see my knowledge about each of the top 5 leagues. Clearly, I know the most about La Liga, and then the German league, and then Premier League so far. But depending on where the Italian league stays. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe. Anyways, lates.